In this video, we're going to talk about the foods that can secretly make arthritis worse. If you've ever noticed your joints aching more after certain meals or drinks, you're not imagining it. What we eat can have a big impact on how our joints feel. Many older adults in the US live with arthritis every day, and while we can't always control the weather or aging, we can control what goes on our plates. So today, we'll go over some of the most harmful foods for arthritis, the ones that can quietly trigger inflammation, stiffness, and pain. You might be surprised to see a few of your regular favorites on this list. But don't worry, I'll also share simple, healthier alternatives that can help calm inflammation and protect your joints. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. And if you have any natural health tips of your own, feel free to share those too. Someone else might really benefit from hearing what's worked for you. 1. Soda and sugary drinks. Let's start with something many people enjoy without thinking twice: soda and other sugary drinks. They might taste refreshing, but for someone living with arthritis, they can quietly make things worse. You see, these drinks are full of added sugars, and when your body breaks down that sugar, it releases substances called inflammatory cytokines. Those are tiny messengers that travel through your body and make inflammation worse, which means more joint stiffness, swelling, and pain. There's also another problem: sugar-sweetened drinks can cause weight gain. Even a few extra pounds add more pressure on your knees, hips, and lower back, the very joints already struggling with arthritis. Research even shows that high sugar intake can raise uric acid levels, which can trigger gout, a painful form of arthritis that causes sudden joint pain and redness. Now, that doesn't mean you can never enjoy something sweet again. Try switching to water with lemon, sparkling water, or herbal teas. They keep you hydrated without fueling inflammation. Cutting back on sugary drinks is one of the simplest and most powerful steps you can take to protect your joints, and you'll likely notice the difference in how your body feels within weeks. 2. White bread. Many of us grew up eating white bread every day, with breakfast, sandwiches, or toast. It's soft, familiar, and comforting. But here's the thing: for people with arthritis, white bread can quietly worsen inflammation. That's because it's made from refined flour, which means all the fiber and nutrients have been stripped away, leaving mostly starch. When we eat it, it quickly turns into sugar in our bloodstream, causing a spike in blood sugar levels. These sugar spikes tell the body to produce more inflammatory chemicals, the same ones that make joints feel sore and swollen. Over time, this constant inflammation can make arthritis symptoms worse. Studies have shown that diets high in refined grains, like white bread, are linked to higher levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, an inflammation marker often found in people with arthritis. But don't worry, you don't have to give up bread entirely. Just make a simple swap. Choose whole grain or multigrain bread instead. They're packed with fiber and nutrients that actually help fight inflammation and keep your blood sugar steady. It's a small change that can make a big difference in how your joints feel day after day. 3. Bacon. Bacon, that crispy, delicious breakfast favorite that so many of us love. But if you're living with arthritis, it's one of those foods that can quietly make your symptoms worse. Bacon is high in saturated fats and something called advanced glycation end products, AGEs. Both of these increase inflammation in the body, which is exactly what we want to avoid when dealing with joint pain. When inflammation rises, joints become stiffer, more swollen, and more painful. Plus, bacon's high sodium content can make your body hold on to water, leading to even more swelling in already sensitive joints. Over time, regularly eating processed meats like bacon can raise inflammatory markers in your blood, adding more strain on your immune system and making it harder for your body to manage arthritis pain. Now, this doesn't mean you can never enjoy the flavor of bacon again. You can look for healthier alternatives, like turkey bacon, or better yet, plant-based versions made from beans or mushrooms. Even small steps, like cutting down how often you eat it, can make a noticeable difference in how your joints feel. Remember, every small choice you make adds up to a big improvement in your comfort and mobility. 4. Potato chips. Who doesn't enjoy a handful of chips while watching TV or spending time with the grandkids? They're tasty and addictive, but unfortunately, they're one of the worst snacks for people with arthritis. Potato chips are loaded with trans fats and salt, both of which can make inflammation worse and increase joint pain. Trans fats, in particular, are harmful because they change the way your body's cells function, making it easier for inflammation to spread throughout your system. Eating too many salty snacks can also cause your body to retain water, which leads to swelling around the joints, something people with arthritis already deal with too often. Research has shown that diets high in fried and processed foods can raise inflammatory markers, which means more stiffness, less flexibility, and a harder time moving comfortably. If you crave something crunchy, there are better options. Try baked vegetable chips, air-popped popcorn, or roasted chickpeas. These give you the same satisfying crunch without the extra fat and salt that worsen joint pain. The goal isn't to give up all your favorite foods, it's to make little swaps that keep your joints happy and your body feeling lighter and stronger. 5. Beer. A cold beer after a long day might feel relaxing, but if you have arthritis, it's something you'll want to be careful with. Beer can quietly worsen joint pain for several reasons. First, it contains purines, natural substances that the body breaks down into uric acid. When uric acid levels get too high, it can build up in the joints and cause gout, a very painful type of arthritis that leads to sudden swelling and redness, often in the big toe or knees. Beer also contains gluten, which can trigger inflammation in people who are sensitive to it. On top of that, alcohol in general interferes with the body's ability to manage inflammation, and it can reduce the effectiveness of some arthritis medications. Over time, drinking regularly can also affect liver function and bone strength, two things that are already more delicate as we age. If you enjoy a drink now and then, moderation is key. Try limiting yourself to an occasional beer, or swap it for healthier alternatives like sparkling water with lime or non-alcoholic beverages. Every time you choose something lighter, you're giving your joints a chance to rest and heal, and your body will thank you for it. 6. Ice cream. Ice cream is one of those comfort foods that can lift your mood in seconds, but when it comes to arthritis, it's a sneaky troublemaker. Most ice creams are packed with saturated fats and refined sugar, both of which can trigger inflammation in the body. When sugar is digested, it releases inflammatory chemicals called cytokines, which make joints stiffer, more swollen, and more painful. The fats in ice cream add another layer of concern. Saturated fats can raise bad cholesterol and worsen inflammation in fat tissue, making arthritis symptoms harder to manage. On top of that, the high-calorie content in ice cream can lead to gradual weight gain, and every extra pound puts more pressure on your knees, hips, and lower back, exactly where arthritis tends to hit hardest. If you love something sweet and cold, try lighter alternatives. Frozen yogurt, low-sugar sorbet, or blended frozen fruit can still satisfy your craving without fueling inflammation. A small change like that can bring noticeable comfort over time, fewer flare-ups, easier movement, and better energy. It's amazing how much our food choices can shape the way our bodies feel day to day. 7. Margarine. For years, margarine was advertised as the healthier option compared to butter. But for those living with arthritis, it's often the opposite. Many types of margarine contain trans fats, artificial fats created during processing that are known to trigger inflammation throughout the body. These fats can harm the lining of your cells and make your immune system more reactive, leading to more swelling, stiffness, and pain in your joints. Another issue with margarine is that it's often made from oils high in omega-6 fatty acids. While we do need omega-6 in small amounts, most people consume far too much compared to omega-3, the anti-inflammatory kind. This imbalance can make inflammation worse, especially in people already struggling with arthritis. If you're used to spreading margarine on toast or using it in cooking, don't worry, there are better options. Try olive oil, avocado oil, or even a small amount of real butter in moderation. These healthier fats help your body control inflammation and protect your heart at the same time. It's a simple change, but one that can bring steady relief to sore joints and improve overall wellness. 8. Pepperoni pizza. Who doesn't love a good slice of pizza? It's warm, cheesy, and comforting, but sadly, it's also a combination of several inflammation triggers, especially when topped with pepperoni. The cheese and pepperoni are loaded with saturated fats, which can increase inflammatory markers in the body. These fats make it easier for inflammation to settle in your joints, leading to more stiffness and discomfort. The pizza dough itself is another problem. It's usually made from refined white flour, which causes quick spikes in blood sugar, and that can trigger your body's inflammatory response. To make things worse, processed meats like pepperoni also contain nitrates and advanced glycation end products, AGEs, both known to increase oxidative stress and worsen arthritis symptoms. Add in the high sodium levels from the cheese and sauces, and you've got a perfect recipe for swelling and joint pain. But here's the brighter side: you can still enjoy pizza if you make it smarter. Try thin crust made with whole wheat, top it with veggies, and use lean proteins like grilled chicken or plant-based alternatives. You'll still get the flavor you love without punishing your joints in the process. Small, thoughtful changes like this can really make life with arthritis more comfortable. 9. Diet soda. Many people switch to diet soda thinking it's a healthier option, especially to cut down on sugar. But for those with arthritis, diet sodas can still cause problems. Most of them contain artificial sweeteners like aspartame, which may increase inflammation in the body. While they don't have calories, studies suggest that these sweeteners can interfere with your body's natural balance, sometimes triggering immune responses that make joint pain worse. Another hidden issue is how diet soda affects gut health. A healthy gut helps control inflammation, but artificial sweeteners can disrupt good bacteria, making it harder for your body to manage pain and swelling naturally. Some people also find that diet sodas make them crave more sweet foods, leading to overeating or poor food choices that can contribute to weight gain, and that extra weight puts more pressure on already aching joints. If you crave something fizzy, try sparkling water with lemon, cucumber, or a splash of real fruit juice. You'll still get that refreshing feel without feeding inflammation. Remember, your body listens to everything you give it, and replacing just one daily soda with a healthier drink can be a simple step toward calmer, happier joints. 10. Instant noodles. Instant noodles are an easy and cheap meal, but they come with a price your joints might end up paying. These noodles are packed with sodium, preservatives, and unhealthy oils, all of which can make inflammation worse. Too much salt causes your body to hold on to water, leading to puffiness and swelling, especially around the knees, ankles, and fingers. If you already have arthritis, that extra fluid can make your joints feel stiff and painful. Most instant noodles also contain monosodium glutamate, MSG, and are fried in oils rich in omega-6 fatty acids. Too much omega-6 throws off your body's balance, tipping it toward inflammation instead of healing. Over time, this can make arthritis flare-ups more frequent and more painful. Studies have even shown that processed foods like these are linked to higher levels of inflammatory markers in the blood. Instead, try healthier quick meals like oatmeal, whole grain pasta, or vegetable soups. They're just as easy to prepare but much kinder to your joints. Remember, arthritis management isn't about giving up all convenience, it's about making wiser choices that keep you feeling steady, mobile, and in control of your health. 11. Grapeseed oil. You've probably heard people say that grapeseed oil is healthy, and it's true that it has some benefits. But for people with arthritis, it can actually be tricky. That's because grapeseed oil is very high in omega-6 fatty acids. While our bodies need some omega-6, too much of it compared to omega-3s, the good fats found in fish, walnuts, and flaxseed, can lead to inflammation. When this balance is off, it makes joint swelling and stiffness worse, especially for those dealing with chronic arthritis. The problem isn't that grapeseed oil is bad on its own, it's that many modern diets already have too much omega-6 from fried and processed foods. Adding more through cooking oil just pushes inflammation even higher. Studies have shown that people who eat more omega-3 rich foods often experience less joint pain and better mobility over time. If you like cooking with oil, try switching to olive oil or avocado oil instead. They're full of anti-inflammatory properties and heart-healthy nutrients. These small swaps can really make a difference, not just for your joints but for your overall energy and well-being. Remember, healthy fats heal, while too much of the wrong kind can harm. 12. French fries. French fries might be one of the hardest foods to give up. They're delicious, comforting, and often come with happy memories. But if you're managing arthritis, they're one of the biggest culprits behind worsening pain and stiffness. When potatoes are fried at high temperatures, they form trans fats and advanced glycation end products, AGEs, both of which increase inflammation in the body. These harmful compounds can directly irritate your joints, making them feel swollen, stiff, and sore. Then there's the salt. Most fries are loaded with sodium, which makes your body retain water, leading to swelling and joint discomfort. The oils used for frying are another issue. They're often high in omega-6 fatty acids, the same kind that fuel inflammation when not balanced with omega-3s. If you crave that crispy texture, you don't have to cut fries out completely. Try baking potato wedges in the oven with olive oil or using an air fryer for a lighter version. You'll get the same satisfying crunch without the inflammation spike. Making small adjustments like this helps protect your joints, reduces flare-ups, and lets you enjoy food without the pain that often follows. 13. White rice. White rice is a common part of many meals. It's soft, easy to digest, and goes well with almost anything. But for people with arthritis, it may not be the best choice. White rice is a high glycemic index food, which means it causes a quick rise in blood sugar levels after eating. When blood sugar spikes, your body releases pro-inflammatory chemicals like cytokines, which can make your joints feel stiffer and more painful. Over time, regularly eating refined grains like white rice can increase inflammation throughout the body. Research has linked these foods to higher levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, an inflammation marker often found in people with arthritis. These sugar swings don't just affect your energy, they also make your joints more vulnerable to flare-ups. The good news is, you can still enjoy rice, just choose smarter options. Brown rice, quinoa, or wild rice are rich in fiber and nutrients that help reduce inflammation and stabilize blood sugar. They also keep you full longer and support better digestion. With arthritis, it's not about giving up comfort foods, it's about choosing versions that comfort your joints, too. 14. Cheesecake. Cheesecake might be one of the most tempting desserts out there, creamy, rich, and comforting. But for people living with arthritis, it can quietly add fuel to inflammation. Cheesecake is packed with saturated fats and refined sugars, two ingredients known to trigger inflammatory reactions in the body. These sugars cause a surge in cytokines, which are chemical messengers that make joints swell and ache. The saturated fats, often from cream cheese and butter, can also worsen inflammation in fat tissues, which in turn increases joint pain and stiffness. On top of that, desserts like cheesecake are calorie-dense, which can lead to gradual weight gain, and even a few extra pounds put more pressure on your knees, hips, and lower back. It's a cycle that makes arthritis harder to manage. If you love dessert, and who doesn't, try lighter options. Greek yogurt with berries, sugar-free pudding, or blended frozen fruit can still satisfy your sweet tooth without hurting your joints. The goal isn't to deny yourself joy, it's to enjoy treats in ways that support your health. When you make small, mindful swaps, your joints will thank you with better movement and less pain. 15. Corn-fed beef steaks. Many people enjoy a juicy steak now and then, but not all beef is the same, especially when it comes to arthritis. Corn-fed beef, which is what you usually find in grocery stores, tends to be high in saturated fats and omega-6 fatty acids. These two factors can increase inflammation in your body, leading to more joint stiffness, swelling, and pain. The imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3 fats is especially important. Too much omega-6 without enough omega-3 creates the perfect environment for chronic inflammation. Grass-fed beef, on the other hand, has more omega-3s and antioxidants, which can actually help calm inflammation. That means the type of meat you choose makes a real difference in how your joints feel. Studies have shown that diets rich in saturated fats from red meat are linked to higher levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, and interleukin-6, IL-6, both key indicators of inflammation in arthritis patients. If you enjoy steak, try having it less often, choose leaner cuts, or switch to fish like salmon or trout, which are naturally rich in omega-3s. It's not about giving up the foods you love, it's about giving your body what helps it heal and move with greater comfort. Now that you've seen how many everyday foods can quietly worsen arthritis, remember, it's not about cutting everything out overnight. It's about understanding what your body reacts to and making gradual, lasting changes. The truth is, inflammation doesn't happen in a day, and it doesn't disappear in a day either. But every small, mindful choice you make adds up: one less soda, one more glass of water, one less fried snack, one more bowl of veggies. Over time, your joints will feel the difference. The good news is, your body is always ready to heal when you give it the right tools. Choosing whole grains, healthy fats, fruits, and vegetables can help calm inflammation and bring more energy, better sleep, and easier movement. You deserve to feel strong, mobile, and comfortable at every age. If you noticed any of these foods affecting your joints, share your experience in the comments. You might help someone else realize the same connection. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more natural health tips. Together, we can learn, support, and make life with arthritis easier, one smart choice at a time.